I travel all over the world, kind of been to Korea. Ever been to Korea? No, why would you when you have all this? You're a steep flight of stairs away from nachos. There's no reason to leave you there. I love Korea. Korea's a beautiful country, so a lot of cool things in Korea, a lot of interesting things in Korea. The one thing I did not see in Korea was a nail salon. Sir, if you don't understand that joke, ask your lady, she'll explain that one to you. My most recent trip overseas, I went to Iraq. Before I went to Iraq, people asked me a lot of questions, like, oh, going to Iraq? For the troops? Nah, for Al-Qaeda. Next week, I'm playing the Baghdad comedy group. Do they speak English? Stupid. I just told you I'm performing for the U.S. troops. They speak the same language every American speaks. Spanish. Trump guy, you should be right on board with this. I like to be home for the holidays. Don't get to be home for the holidays very often. I always get asked like a lot of weird questions around the holidays. They asked Easter, a buddy of mine calls and goes, Dad, let me ask you a question. Do Jews celebrate Easter? No. We celebrate the day after Easter when candy goes on sale for 50% off. And I don't like to fly, but if I'm going to fly, I fly during Easter, because Jesus is my co-pilot. And I know if we go down, we're coming back 3 days later. That's just a darn good journey. And what you never hear about, though, you never hear about Jesus as a teenage boy. You always hear about sweet baby Jesus, and you hear about the great man that he became, the King of Kings. You never hear about Jesus as a teenage boy, and that's because all teenage boys are assholes. And the Bible doesn't want you to know that. Can you imagine trying to raise teenage Jesus? Come here. Come here, Jesus. Look at this mess. Look at this room. It's a complete mess. What, were you raised in a barn? I'm telling you right now, Jesus, you are not going out to play with your friends until you clean up this room. And there's Jesus going, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad. Again, are you aware? Hey, you know, Jesus had peer pressure. He had gangs, the apostles. Peter, Paul, Jamal. You don't know, you weren't there. And there's Judas comes up to Jesus. Jesus, here's what you got to do. You see your neighbor right there? Yeah, you see your neighbor right across the street. Here's what you need to do, Jesus. You see this bag of camel poop? You need to run across the street, Jesus. Light it on fire. Knock on the door. Run away. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to come outside. He's going to see that flaming bag of camel poop, and he's going to start stomping on the camel poop. Here's the best thing, Jesus. We haven't invented Air Jordans yet. He has open-toed sandals. All that camel poop is going to go in between his toes. That's what you need to do, Jesus. And there's poor Jesus thinking, what would I do? Doesn't even have a bracelet to look at. So Jesus takes the bag of camel poop. And he runs across the street and he lights it on fire and he knocks on the door and he runs away. The neighbor comes out and he sees the start of the bag of camel poop. He's like, stop it! Oh, the camel! Then he sees Jesus laughing across the street. He goes, Jesus Christ! And that's the first time his name was ever used in anger. You go look at Jersey, and I asked the girl when she got dressed up. She goes, Sandy! I go, what, like the storm? You went around and blew the whole neighborhood? My boyfriend, the cop, was pissed. I screwed up those past Halloween. I went as the worst costume ever. Went as a Jehovah's Witness. I never had to ever... Oh! Where's your costume in though? There with a suit and a watchtower, nobody's opening up the door. I like you guys. You guys get the jokes, just not right away. It's better this way. Anybody ever dated a Jehovah's Witness? Oh, they're great to date. You like to go for long walks? Have big knockers? Trying to mix in some silly shit for you people. It's not worth it. Now you guys look like you're in love. Have you guys ever done a Jehovah's Witness file? Sorry, we love it. That's some freaky shit. We love it. When they're done, leave a pamphlet behind. Do you guys know anything about the Jehovah's Witnesses? What do you know about them, sir? Sir, I just need you to say something, because you said I don't need to do an interview with you right now. Let me get Megan Kelly to ask you something. What? That is true. They don't celebrate Halloween. That's very true. They also believe only a certain amount of people get to go to heaven. Did you know that? Well, see, now we're both giving and taking. We're both running together. The Jehovah's believe only a certain amount of people get to go to heaven. They believe only 144,000 people get to go to heaven, which is fine. Here's the deal, though. If my religion believed only a certain amount of people got to go to heaven, there's no way I'm going door to door trying to recruit more people.